Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Devil May Cry 5, and Nick, I kind of forget what the hell we were doing. I remember there was a naked lady.
What happened to him?
Yeah, but that's been like for the last couple episodes.
That's true. She thus far, she has been quite naked in her appearance.
No one has bothered to offer her anything.
I remember that.
I seem to recall, like, her losing that robe for a second, and they were saying they were going to get her something to wear, but I don't think they followed through.
I don't even know what city this is in. Is this like London or is it Japan or
Just waiting on you.
Lundokyo.
somewhere in between? Okay.
Yeah, right? Actually, I think we've seen... This is the cutscene that I was talking about. Oh, well. I'm sure no one will mind a second look at ladies' naked ass.
I'm glad to see you look so well.
Me too.
You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Resident Evil 7 engine is just a good-looking graphics engine.
Truly awesome out of these.
This is the same engine?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's certainly versatile. It did Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2, and Devil May Cry 5.
Clarify something for me. I'm confused on this. Does Capcom own Konami as well?
No, they're two separate companies.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or at least that's what they claim. Though you're right, they were kind of the main games in the action scene in the mid-90s, early 2000s.
Lady, wake up!
I thought there was some sort of relation to them at some point, but
I was just told to get some rest. Oh, you were just told to get some
we're gonna dig a grave, aren't we?
Chop, chop, dig, chop, chop, dig.
Another classic Simpsons quote. Okay, yes, I remember this now.
Now Nick remembers.
I remember the awkward censoring.
And we are never playing as V again until the game forces us to. I mean, I'm sorry, like, he does have a unique way of controlling, but it just doesn't... I like the kind of up-close and personal style of Nero and Dante.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what you're used to. I mean, it's not like, hey, I enjoy Assassin's Creed, but if only it were a tower defense game.
Right. Yeah. You're actually not too far off in that metric.
No, I'm not.
So let's see, we got the rocket punch, we got the buster arm.
God, there's a lot of arms in this store.
Yeah, and I don't even think we've discovered them all yet. And we got the ragtime. Two of these I don't know what they do, but as long as we have the rocket punch, I'm happy. We've already spent our orbs, so I think we're ready to just dive right in. Plus, the nice thing about Nero 2 is we did purchase the get more orbs perk for him, so even if we just play as him incidentally, we should wind up with more orbs than if we played as V.
It's like what is it? I always love when games have a mechanic where you can earn more money by buying more money. You know?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's essentially what that is.
You gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah, that works too.
I also still forget how to switch his arms. And I know that if I start pressing random buttons, I'm going to regret it.
And start losing arms, yep.
Yeah, and start losing. You aren't wrong, Nick. I'm guessing if you play as V, he starts over there.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yep. Oh. What did I just do? What was
Well,
that?
maybe you stopped time. Isn't that
Oh.
what that arm's gimmick is?
Sure. Sounds cool. Starring the DMC crew.
Oh, I was hoping it was the DK crew. All right,
Featuring
never mind.
Lil Jon. What? Okay. Lizard Man in the house. Am I the
Wait,
only
is
one
this
who
a-
remembers Lil Jon? Come on.
I assumed it was a Robin Hood reference, so I'm that far out of it.
No, I think he was a character on a children's program.
Huh. All right.
No, that is wrong. He was a hardcore rapper.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's I enjoy a little bit of the classic DMX every now and then, but that's about it.
Rub that shit, it's yours, bitch. Grab his dick, it's yours. Yeah, not a children's character. What have I done, Nick? I forget how to lock on, Nick. Oh, it's
the Scissor Man, or Scissor Madam, if you will.
Scissor Madam, that's correct.
I remember this.
Oh, my balls.
You know, I kind of like how it feels like a unique enemy until they start throwing these at you more and more.
Uh-huh.
Kind of loses its appeal a bit.
Well, you know, that is the usual ebb and flow of action games in general, right? What seems like a challenge at first becomes nothing at all by the time you progress in the game and become more skilled. Until they're throwing, like, the very first boss of the game at you as a common enemy.
Oh, no, I'm speaking more of, like, from a design aspect, but...
Oh, like the uniqueness of the character? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And, you know, in all fairness, Devil May Cry's strength has never really been its enemy design. I mean, they're all just kind of fodder for you to look cooler, rather than they themselves.
This is... that's true.
Yeah. Though, I mean, I've seen action games of a similar vein with extremely good enemy design. And once again, Lords of Shadow comes to mind.
Yeah, that was a... Again, that was a pretty delightful little gem.
For every run-of-the-mill, like, Wolfman or Skeleton you got, you also had, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Oh, the fucking chef in Dracula, or in not quite Dracula's castle.
Oh, yeah.
That was a particularly memorable one. I loved that boss fight with Pan. That is one of my favorite boss fights in any action game ever.
Oh, yeah, when he becomes the Silver Knight.
Yeah, that was tight. I did not see that coming either.
No, I mean, even the fight with...
I knew Zobek was gonna fuck you at some point, but...
Once you... Well, he was voiced by Patrick Stewart, so yeah, I mean... yeah, once you got past the first, I think, 2 chapters, I felt like the bosses were pretty... I don't want to say innovative, but... original.
Yeah, they took some, you know, kind of like Welsh mythology-inspired creatures and, you know, really made them their own. I liked it.
I always thought it was funny how, like, they kept showing off, like, all the Shadow of the Colossus-esque bosses in all the gameplay trailers and stuff.
And there were, like, 2 of them.
Yeah, there's, like, 2 of them, and then another one near the end when you stopped carrying, and it was, like, oh, okay, well...
Uh-oh. I was only counting on one lizard man.
Oh, no, the lizard people.
I always knew they were dominating our subways from afar.
Speaking of lizard people.
Uh-oh.
So, did you see...
Is this a Pete Buttigieg moment? Oh, sorry.
Did you see that sweet poster for Season 3 of Castlevania?
Yeah, actually. It looked pretty tight.
I find myself intrigued. I guess they're not doing a time skip.
No, they're not. They're keeping Trevor as the central figure, and... I mean, of course, we knew Alucard was coming back. I think more than anything, I'm actually excited to see Isaac's story continue.
Isaac.
The other guy along with Hector, the one who would beat himself.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Had a penchant for ripping people's faces off.
I can never keep the names straight, but I remember the characters. Yeah, I can get behind that. That'll be fun, I think.
Yeah. You know, Isaac, I thought, was kind of the unsung hero of the whole, you know, first act. He was very well done.
The first act? Well,
so basically, season 1 and season 2 combined, I really feel like are the first stretch of that story. I don't feel like season 1 was its own separate season. I almost feel like season 1 was like a trial couple of episodes to see if there's an actual audience for this.
Well, yeah.
And then when they realized there was, they gave them the green light to go ahead and produce the rest of that season, which is what I consider season 2.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, that is season 2, was it not?
Yeah, it's just a direct, like, continuation of season 1. And I'm speaking paradoxically.
Well, chronologically, season 2 typically does follow season 3.
Right, but, like, so they didn't have a separate story for season 2. It was just the exact same arc as season 1. They just finished it.
I don't even remember much of season 1, honestly. I remember it was basically like a trial
Right.
demo, like you
Exactly.
said.
It was like a demo disc for the bigger game.
Yeah, honestly, I remember I really wasn't even into it until
Well, because all they did was introduce the characters and then immediately stop.
Yeah, that's right. And as opposed to Witcher, which constantly introduced the characters, but
And then never
digress.
stopped. It never stopped, never stopping. I speak, but I love that show.
Well. Anywho, so yeah, and I think that's coming out in like what, March or so?
Oh yeah, I think it's real soon.
Okay. Yeah, it's sooner than I imagined. Yeah, I'm gonna try to combine that with watching BoJack Horseman, so I've only got to pay $6.
Did you hear that they just today released an anime adaptation of Dragon Quest fucking 5?
No,
I know I've
did
got to be
not.
the only person in the United States excited about this news, but holy shit.
Well, my Dragon Quest experience, I think, is 9 and 11, or is it 8 and 9? I forget.
So Dragon Quest 5 is kind of the Japanese darling. And having played it, it really is excellent. It's kind of like excellent in how the hell did they do this on the Super Nintendo. But it's still it holds up very well.
I was wondering what a Dragon Quest anime would look like, and then I remembered we've had 20 years of it already.
The weird thing about it is, though, it looks like his artwork, but they didn't actually get Akira Toriyama to animate it. It's actually it's actually a 3D anime style.
Interesting.
It's interesting. It works. I mean, you can very clearly tell the designs are based off of Toriyama's work for the original game. But at the same time, it's very clearly rendered in full 3D.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't look bad either. It does its job.
Toriyama has a very pronounced style,
Yeah.
and there's not a lot of variation with
No,
that.
like Trunks is in every game that he makes, just
Right.
with different hair. You know,
Right. Yeah.
It's always Trunks.
It's delightful, but there are no surprises here.
Yeah. But for me, it's just the joy of seeing like one of my favorite JRPG stories adapted in like a full cinematic like feature length film. And it doesn't like take any risks. It's not like, oh, what if Dragon Quest V came to our world and he had a friend who was a middle schooler.
Speaking of the Sonic movie.
Yeah, right. That's right. That's tomorrow, isn't it?
It is, yes, Valentine's Day.
Yep. What, you don't love Sonic?
I do, but I'm more of a Saturday matinee kind of guy when it comes to movies.
I see. You just don't love Sonic enough.
Or a Saturday afternoon. I mean, look, I watch the movie regardless if it costs me $20 or $5.
So we're talking like Saturday 3 weeks after it came out, in other words.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I gotta go take Dre to see it. He's counting down the hours at this point.
And, I think that's kind of the best this movie really was aiming for, ultimately, was just in finding some, enjoyment out of the younger generation of Sonic fans. Because the older generation of Sonic fans is just a little bit sad and creepy. Let's be real.
Well, it is just hard to get excited for a Sonic movie without Knuckles or the other ensemble.
You got to save
characters.
something for the sequel. I mean,
that's a bold assumption. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if the Emoji Movie can get a green light, I'm sure we can get a Sonic 2 movie.
Yeah.
Too
Oh
fast,
shit!
too-
Whoops. I think I remembered how to detonate my gloves. There. Yeah. Sorry. No, go on.
What was my? There's this hilarious article. What was it? It wasn't an Onion article, but it was like, what was it? Sonic fans now drunk on their own power demand that a movie starring Biggs the Cat be released next.
I was thinking they would demand that the Sonic and Amy slash fiction be adapted into a feature-length rom-com.
You know, I can see that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was joking about. The older fan base of Sonic, like, as in like the Sonic Adventure crowd, really is carried away with furry porn. I mean, they're like synonymous. It's like you can't have one without the other. To the point where I almost feel ashamed admitting that I really liked most of the Sonic games.
You know,
Even the ones that weren't so great.
A surprising number of people who get into the furry community, Sonic is their gateway drug.
Right? Dude,
Or so
like,
I've read.
No shit, though. Like, when I did the search for the Knuckles gifs for our channel, I found so many, like, Knuckles fucking Tails, Knuckles fucking Shadow. I mean, Knuckles gets around. Hey, you shut the fuck up. I'm tired of these goddamn deepfake websites besmirching my good name.
I hardly consider Brazers.com deepfake, but hey, you know what? Whatever helps you save face.
They know what they did. I'm thinking we need to set up a series of interviews with Knuckles so that I can clear the air. I don't care that the Game Grumps did it first. That was actually a thing on Game Grumps. When they were just getting big, they would do like interviews with all of the cast members so that you could kind of like get to know them better, because that's where the fan demand was after, you know, they got invested into their Let's Plays a little bit. But for us,
the Let's Plays just them the entire time talking, or?
Yeah, but like this was them like talking about their personal lives basically. And for a while it was Aaron and Dan, and then they would have like regular guest appearances from their friends. With Play the Hits, it's really just you, me, Max, and Knuckles. So we'd have to dedicate a few episodes to Knuckles. And that offends you. Come on, Knuckles, you know what I meant. No, I don't. Tell me. Enlighten me here.
Are we fighting on an escalator?
We sure are. An escalator that only moves down, mind you, so that makes it fun.
It is every bit as frustrating as it looks. Nope, there's Scissor Madam again.
It's okay, I remembered how to lock on. I think we're in good shape. Come
Gotta get all the
Scissorman.
power mushrooms.
Where's Scissorman? Where'd he go? There he is! Found him!
I mean, couldn't you just, I don't know, like, go past these guys?
I wanted the red orbs, Nick. Come on.
Well, I mean, yeah, the blood orbs are important.
Look at these
Look at
guys
all
trying to get
these-
up to me.
Look at all these posters just perfectly symmetrically arranged on the wall.
They really cared about this subway until the Legions of Hell took it over.
This is like the lair of a Batman villain, you know, with one of their many mental disorders.
Boom!
Didn't Batman have like a villain that was like, I don't know, like OCD about things?
Like, the Hoarder? That sounds right.
Sorry, are you sure you're not referring to like a TLC series?
Wait, wasn't that a bit on The Simpsons for one episode of Radioactive Man? The Collector.
I think wasn't
comic
that just
book guy?
like, oh yeah.
I think it was
thought
a
like, one
Halloween
of those-
special.
Oh,
I think
thought it
don't
was
don't
like,
quote me on that.
One of those scenes that was spliced together when they ran out of money to film the movie.
Or yeah, no, what you're right. It wasn't a Halloween episode, but it was one of their like clip shows where they just did like weird concepts. So it's Bart and Lisa get superpowers, and they have to fight comic book guy who calls himself the Collector.
I feel like I might have watched a couple of minutes of that, but then I feel like I'm also getting it confused with the Futurama episode.
Yeah,
so.
crap. I can't remember. It was Stretch Boy and Power Girl, I want to say. But I think
that's
Power
original.
Girl's an actual superheroine from the DC universe.
Wasn't that essentially what Leela was when she got superpowers?
Maybe I'm combining the two, but I feel like it was Stretch Boy and Power Girl.
Bit of a portmanteau.
Maybe Awesome Girl? I don't know.
That sounds more late series Simpsons.
Oh yeah! Get it! Get those boys!
More of them lizard men.
More of them lizard boy. Shit! Savage! Oh no! It was savage until they started
From an
kicking
F
my
all the way
ass.
down to the B, there is no scale down. Oh, now we got an A. Okay.
what I've got to remember to do with Nero is rev up his goddamn sword, because that's where
Yes.
all the power of your swings come from. So basically, simultaneously, I'm pulling off combos with A or X while
Nothing
mashing
swarms you
the
like
right
lizard
trigger.
men do. Why are there 20 of the same damn poster? If I'm gonna see the show, I'm gonna see it after seeing poster 1, not poster 20.
They really want it to stick in your head.
I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like real life where if I see enough Michael Bloomberg ads, I'm gonna say, you know what? A
He
billionaire
does.
would make a good
Yeah,
president.
right. He does have $1 billion, doesn't he?
He does.
He should be the leader of the free world with this $1 billion.
At this point, it's just Mass Effect, you know, send a billionaire to kill a billionaire, right? Send a Spectre to bring a Spectre down. Spectre justice.
Spectre. Only a Spectre can kill another Spectre. Nick, when are you leading us on a playthrough of Mass Effect on this channel?
I guess I could get Mass Effect 1 and 2 on Steam. I mean, that's usually like $1, right?
I would not be sad if we just went straight to Mass Effect 2, but it's your baby, so I'll let you make that call.
Good question. I don't know. Mass Effect 1 has got some good moments.
It does, but I feel
if you
like...
steer clear of all the side quests.
I was going to say, compared to the pace of Mass Effect 2, like the rover parts on the planets, that I could totally skip those.
Oh, but you don't even have to do those.
That's
I mean,
fair. So we could totally skip those.
I feel like, well, I haven't played Mass Effect in almost 10 years, so I think in order to enjoy 2, I'd have to play 1.
Isn't there,
And you can whiz right through that,
That's
you know.
fair. Isn't there a download for 2 in case you didn't play 1 where you can just, like, make some crucial decisions, like, as a part of a prologue or something?
I'm assuming EA
A la Witcher
released-
3? Yeah.
I'm assuming EA released the absolute lowest grade, lowest effort versions of their games on Steam.
Actually, no. Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, I prefer the PC counterparts. I never played Mass Effect 3 on PC only because it would have required me to download Origin, and I just refuse.
Well, yeah, that's when they were trying to come for Steam's crown, and I don't know how that ended up.
Before Epic Store came along and ate both their pies.
Yeah, that's true.
But by that same token, I still refuse to download Epic Store. Not because I have any problem with the way they do business or anything like that, but because I've got all my games on Steam, and I'm an old man, and you're going to pry Steam from my cold, dead fingers. You know, that's...
Well, you know, people get set in their ways, and I don't need to get to the point where I need a game launcher. I don't need everyone telling me that you need to get our launcher so that you can use... oh, this is obviously going to be a boss fight.
Yep, we're
Clearly.
kicking it off nice and early again this episode. Hey, look, it's V. Man, wasn't all that stuff that just happened really cool? Sure, V.
Right behind you the whole time.
Hey, do you want me to read you from my book of poetry? Oh, hey, this guy's back.
Oh, didn't we, like, gank his horse last time?
Yes, but he's also now that he's not on his horse, I recognize him. Oh, there's multiple of them. Okay.
Oh, it's the
So-
Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah, right. So this guy was the recurring boss in the first Devil May Cry game.
Oh, okay.
I must destroy.
And because I know you're never going to play the first Devil May Cry game, he also turned out to be like a demon captive version of Dante's older brother Virgil.
Was Virgil in this game yet, or
I think
wait.
so. I think he's going to show up because the guy in the hood that cut off Nero's arm at the beginning had Virgil's sword.
Oh, okay. All right, I gotcha.
Sorry. I can't not sing that song from... I think it was Devil May Cry 4 or 3. I don't remember which one exactly, but... It was just such an unfortunate lyric. and it repeated itself over and over again.
Does the stage really need to be zooming through the city?
Yeah.
I feel like this fight would have worked very effectively without the, I don't know. I
Hey,
guess
look!
that was just my...
It's the Animal Gang. Right, we're here to kick some ass for you, Nero. Right. Jafar would be pissed if he knew I was helping you.
I want a Black Panther.
Alright, everyone, die. Okay, I'm guessing I'm supposed to be going for the big one. Yep, there he is. Oh, hello.
Oh, you dodged that pretty competently, actually.
Made it look like I knew exactly what I was doing, didn't it? Right there! Nice! I made that look halfway decent.
At this point, it's just Soul Calibur 5.
It really is.
Just as soon as they hit the ground, you just continue to wail on them until...
You know, I'm a little bit surprised Dante has not made a guest appearance in a Soul Calibur game yet. He seems like such a natural fit. You got Geralt in there, for God's sakes.
Geralt, yeah, I mean, yeah, they had Geralt. Did Link made an appearance
In one of the GameCube exclusive ones, yeah.
Hell, they threw Yoda and Vader in there as one
Yep.
at 1.2.
I think that was the same one, actually. I think
Yeah,
it was Soul Calibur 2.
One was PlayStation, one was I don't know, Xbox.
Right, Vader was the exclusive for the PlayStation. Yoda was the exclusive for the GameCube. But then I think the GameCube also got Link, while the PlayStation game got like fucking Heihachi from Tekken or something.
No, yeah.
Not the same. I mean, don't get me wrong, Tekken's a fine series, but who the fuck cares about Heihachi?
Name brand recognition.
Yeah, right. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, but between Link and Heihachi, I gotta give it to Heihachi. Do you remember that time he punched the guy? And that other time in the sequel when he punched the guy?
I guess they'll put just about anybody in, they'll put just about anybody in Mortal Kombat. I mean, didn't they put the Joker in there as well as the Terminator? And
yeah, the
Negan?
Joker is practically a canon Mortal Kombat character now.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Eh, I've seen weirder things. It's video game land.
I feel like the Terminator, though, that was actually a surprisingly hilarious character.
The Terminator and Jason, or was it Freddy? Or was it both?
Good question. I think it was Freddy.
Yeah, for Freddy Krueger, definitely. Maybe Jason, too, at some point. But...
I thought you meant Freddie Mercury.
That would be awesome. Oh, I can't even imitate him, so I'm not going to try, but I can picture a series of hilarious quotes in Mortal Kombat.
I can still see it.
Sure you can, V. I'm not going to lie, though, now that we're talking about this, the idea of Dante in a Soul Calibur game, I can't help but picture a Dante versus Geralt of Rivia fight, and how actually freaking awesome that sounds.
Well, yeah, that works, but once you've seen Geralt fight BoJack Horseman, I mean, you know, it's amazing what you can make with that character.
I was going to say, Soul Calibur, for whatever weird reason, has one of the most robust character creation systems ever.
Between that and the WWE games.
BoJack Horseman.
Oh, it's a perfect BoJack, too.
Oh,
It's
I've seen it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, the horse head in that game. And you know, it's weird because I've been meaning to pick that one up because for me, it's been, I think, since the GameCube, since I played a Soul Calibur.
I like that Soul Calibur remains true to itself over the years.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't evolve a tremendous amount, but, you know, in my mind, that was the original on the Dreamcast was the perfect fighting game.
I think what with its most recent release, what Dead or Alive decided it wanted to be taken as a very serious esports level fighting tournament game.
Oh, really?
It's like, yeah, sure,
but
sure.
with big old titties, you know, just the biggest boobies you can imagine.
No, apparently, they really they dumbed down the breast size. That's not a sentence. They did not emphasize that as much this time around.
The director of those games, though, isn't that like his whole thing? Like, tiggle bitties? That's kind of his bread and butter,
Maybe he
isn't
got
it?
it out of his system. Oh, I'm sorry. I assumed it was a he.
No, you're right. You're not wrong.
Of course I am.
I can't think of his name either, but he wears sunglasses all the time. And, I mean, like, if you can picture, like, a stereotype of the kind of man who would make the Dead or Alive games, this guy is everything you're imagining and more. Dude, we just knocked out like 45,000 freaking orbs from that one mission.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, because we had pretty much nothing at first.
Yeah, dude, that was nice.
I guess that perk paid for itself.
I really don't care about the gun, so I'm not going to bother with that right away. I think I'm going to go for broke on his abilities. Let's see. Table hopper. More effective evasive maneuver that expands on what you've learned before. Plus, press left trigger. I have been using that a fair amount. Or no, I haven't. But I probably should be. The final wire. Okay, that I like. I do use that a lot. So there goes 40,000 of our orbs.
Yeah, I was just say, well, there's all your blood orbs.
There goes my orbs. Let's continue on with the mission. Wait, do I have... Nope, I only have 2 arms equipped. So, Nick, now that we're a solid, like, half hour into this episode, how's your week going?
Oh, sorry, you cut out for just half a second there.
That's okay. I said, now that we're a solid half hour into this episode, how is your week going?
Oh, I can't complain. I mean, it's tax season, so everything is exhausting, but...
Life is meaningless, and I hate myself.
Money to be made. Oh,
Yeah,
it supports my ever-growing perler bead addiction.
Nice. Did you get, like, one of those little micro heater things that you can basically use them like a pen?
No, but I've seen them. I enjoy using it just with the standard perler bead tweezers.
Okay.
Oh,
so you don't actually melt them together?
No, I do. It's just you don't need the bead pen to do that.
Oh, interesting.
I mean,
it's not actually called a bead pen. I can't think of what it's called. It's a spot welder. I'm smart.
I was just say because there's an actual like bead pen that's like one of those 4-color pens, and you had in elementary school.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's
yeah.
just a glorified spot welder then.
Okay, no, I just use
having
an
not
iron.
seen it.
A $2 iron I got at Goodwill that I probably could have just walked out the store with without even having paid.
Right.
So,
sir, we just don't have the strength of will to stop you.
I mean, it's $2, sir.
Take what you want. Just go. Please.
But anyways, no, I got my brother Dre this Super Mario Brothers 3 perler bead set, and I ended up getting more into it than him. So long story short, I'm really into perler beads now.
Long story short, Nick has assembled the entire cast of Final Fantasy VI in his living room.
On the easy... Okay, here's my plan, is that I'm going to turn one of the entire walls in my bedroom into just like a Mario 3 mural. Dude.
If you ever get around or level up to doing like furniture surfacing, if you wouldn't mind making a Pokeball table for Connor, I'll gladly go to Goodwill and buy the table if you do the beating.
Furniture surfacing, huh? Actually, at this point, I've been doing enough of it to where that actually seems pretty feasible.
Well, so what I've seen and again, I don't know as much as you about the actual process because I haven't made them, but from what I've seen people do, they'll find like a reclaimed piece of furniture, they'll sand it down, and then they'll like lay a foundation with like hot glue and just like some rubber siding, and then fill in the surface with a design based on these beads or what, like it can be gaming related or something else or just a solid color or something, and then they'll like lacquer over it with some like I don't know, almost looks like clear glue when you put it down, but it kind of hardens into like a solid like crystal clear plastic surface.
Yeah,
sure.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name though, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much the process.
Same stuff they use on wood, actually. Now that I think about it,
can't say I've done that, but it's not a huge leap either. Now you make me want to go get some old furniture and try this out, though.
Yeah, well, let me know how it turns out.
Well, one project at a time. But no, that's my big project for the year is to get that big mural done.
Sweet.
1/2 centimeter bead at a time.
The time has come, and so has Nero. God damn it! Between that and Veni Vidi Veni from last episode, we've got all of the toilet humor and adolescent sex jokes we can think of. I thought that guy was gonna come at me. He looked like he was about to pull some shit.
Again with the freaking lizard people.
Can't not have lizard people. It's Devil May Cry. Actually, I don't think lizard people have been done in this series before, but
yeah, I was gonna say
why the
I
hell
don't
not?
normally associate lizard people with Devil May Cry, but you know.
Fucking, why did that have so much health? 3,000 stylish points. Like, what do the stylish points do? Is this going to be like the very end of the game and they're going to come at me with my like ultimate style ranking or something?
I kind of figure it like figures into your overall level rank, or it in some way is converted to blood orbs.
Maybe, yeah. That could, like, maybe that's like the bonus amount of blood orbs I get, but
I mean, that's kind of what I figured.
But then you'd think I'd have a hell of a lot more than 45,000 after that last. Well, I don't know. I can't math right now. I don't need to impress.
How does a demon attack make lava suddenly start going up?
Good question. Also, when did one of my arms explode?
Oh, that's... I can easily see you doing that by mistake.
Yeah, so can I. Am I supposed to... Oh, I see what I'm doing here. I see what I'm doing here.
Oh, it's
making me a little platform.
Yeah, all of a sudden I feel like we're playing an old N64 game.
Just have to not be afraid of the lava. That's the trick. How I learned to love the lava. No. Really? Because, really?
Well, there you go.
Alright, let's try this again, Nero. There you go, cowboy.
So I'll tell you what's really made this tax season delightful. Is,
what's grinding your gears?
Telling everybody that I demand $50 up front, flat fee, more if the return is more complicated than they let on. Boy, I gotta tell you, that separated the wheat from the chaff real quick this year.
Sir, I gotta be honest with you, I haven't paid my taxes since 2016 because Donald Trump told me white people was above the law.
No, only rich white people are above the law.
Yeah, that's where I veered. I understand that now, sir, which is why I've come to you. Please help me not to go to jail.
Yeah, but anyways, so just asking for the $50 up front has definitely made conversations a lot less awkward this year.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I cleared $500 last weekend, so guess I did something right.
Have you gotten any of those assholes yet that like, I remember when you used to do this for free?
Yeah, and my response to one of them is, yeah, and free doesn't pay the mortgage. So.
Hey-oh. That's an excellent retort.
Of course, I mean, I gave him a chuckle. I said, hey, you know what, Joe? 7 years of free taxes, that's not too bad, wouldn't you say?
You know what else used to be free? The internet.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Did.
That was a bad joke. That was a net neutrality joke that...
Well, I mean...
Considering how delicately that hangs in the balance, I should shut up before we get censored. It won't be long before our YouTube channel is premium content, Nick.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that'll be the freaking day.
Can you imagine the poor loser who pays like the 10 extra bucks in his monthly bill only to find out that all he has access to is fucking play the hits?
Right? The basic, it's like one of those freemiums that like
right.
Spectrum offers you.
Right?
Premium content such as play the hits. What is this shit?
I might as well pay the goddamn extra $5 and get Game Grumps. Come on.
And then it's like there's like people from Al Qaeda planning like a terrorist attack in the comments section because they know nobody will ever look at it.
I'm a little bit surprised that hasn't happened to us yet, or
right.
Someone hasn't joined our Discord and like taken on a whole like white supremacist like rally, you know.
Oh gosh.
That's
Come on, guys. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but try to keep the comments relevant to the content.
Right. You shut up, cuck. Oh. Knuckles shows up. Who the fuck you calling a cuck, bitch? Knuckles, come on, don't make it worse. No, he needs to fucking learn.
Muhammad will be bringing the flames of friendship to the wedding. Come prepared.
Don't you start,
like
Abdul.
Comments.
Don't you fucking start with me. Did I just fail? I might have just failed.
Well, you killed all the enemies, and then the barrier went up. So.
Yeah. Yep, okay, so now I'm trapped in here with a gauntlet of assholes. Which, incidentally, is going to be the title of my new book, The Gauntlet of Assholes.
But enough about the last Democratic debate.
Harry Potter and the Gauntlet of Assholes. Oh, no.
Oh, he's eating you.
He was.
And then he realized you weren't vegan, I guess.
Oh, this tastes like Hot Topic. Oh, dear.
You know,
I'm gonna die.
Oh wow, yeah, that is going downhill. Quick, switch to
Oh,
your
no.
blue magic. No, you're dead.
That's okay. I picked up a gold orb last mission.
But don't you need that for the boss?
I have 12 of them, Nick. I'm fine.
Oh, all right, never mind.
We are in no danger here.
You're the Mike Bloomberg of adventuring through Demonopolis.
This giant centipede thing, though, is a pain in the ass.
I guess I keep mentioning him because I just realized who Michael Bloomberg was this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, like everyone's been saying, boy, you can't turn around without seeing Michael Bloomberg advertisements. He's like, wait, what? Huh? And then I think I finally saw one on Facebook. It's like, oh, this man is running for president.
With
Good for
all of
him.
his money.
Man, hey, it's his money though, right?
Well, no. It's his money and his friend's money.
Hey, at least he didn't start by saying he would self-finance his entire campaign and then proceed to take money the next day. And then lie about it. And then convince us we were wrong.
Are we talking about Trump?
Probably.
Because I'm pretty sure that sounds like Trump.
Well, yeah, that was exactly how that went down.
Yeah, that he was better than Bernie because he not only wouldn't take any money from Wall Street, but he wouldn't take any money from anybody because he has enough of his own money. And then he tried to say that he only was taking like $7 donations from sweet little old ladies who he just didn't have the heart to turn down. But it also turned out that those sweet little old ladies worked for Enron.
Right. Yeah, I remember that promise. It was the day after he promised to release his tax returns, but
What's happening?
it was the day before he promised not to golf even once because he'd be too busy while president.
That's one of my favorite ones. That's one of my favorite Trumpisms. I'll be too busy to golf, except for Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Thank God. I was afraid we wouldn't get to see more pictures of him and his gigantic ass hanging out of those.
Oh my God, those pictures are hilarious. I'm sorry.
Every time he goes.
Like, even if I for some reason liked Trump, I would find those pictures hilarious. What am I supposed to be doing here? I forget. Well, okay. Nick, am I stupid?
Well, my screen is glitching out. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say it's like Doom all over again, trying to figure out how to unlock the damn BFE cage.
Dude, Nick, we're getting really close to the release of Doom Eternal.
Yeah, boy, the wait has felt like it's been taking a while.
An eternity.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Oh, very good. I like that hiss. You know I do. Boy, we haven't made a Robin Hood joke in a while, have we?
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah, I do a very bad Prince John imitation.
That was like a very flamboyant waiter voice. Oh, here we go.
Well, that's pretty much what Prince John was. Hey, it's Pan. Just after we joked about it. Boy, he's really lost some weight.
He really needs a hamburger or something. Oh,
Pan?
hey,
Pan, blink once if you're okay. Pan? Pan, listen, buddy. I'm gonna beat you up a little bit because I have to, but I need you to tell me. Are they feeding you? Pan. Pan, come on, you can fight back a little bit, Pan. Pan.
Oh, I'm sure there's a... Oh, okay, wait a sec. It's just a normal enemy. I thought it was a boss.
Oh, I was the bully there. Oh, he's got a whole army of lizard men, though, here to square the fight.
Everyone commands the lizard people, apparently.
Yeah, dude, it's got to be real easy to get the lizard men to work for you.
They come in boxes of a dozen, I hear.
They're totally not union, either. You can pay them whatever you want.
You go to Home Depot and they're just waiting outside.
You want them to work Sundays, they'll work Sundays. You want them on your roof, they'll get on your roof. I can't help but feel like this is getting a little bit racist.
Hey,
Pan, Pan, buddy, I know you're back, but
hey, if it got too real for some people, what can I say?
play the hits gets real sometimes. Well, in other news for me, I turned fucking 33 years old this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yep, Sunday.
Congratulations. How does it feel?
About the same as every other year, only I'm well aware that I'm just that much closer to...
A little slower, a little fatter, and a little more dull-witted.
Yep.
As you begin ticking down the list of things that you'll never be able to do because you've gotten too old. Yep.
Set in my ways, yeah. That's
hey, it's Oblivion.
Yeah, right? That pretty much is straight from Oblivion, isn't it?
Enter.
Ew.
Oh,
it doesn't... it looks like Jell-O, but it doesn't taste like Jell-O.
Oh, it's like one of those tubes from Futurama.
Yeah, right. Only filled with blood. Wait, the tubes in Futurama weren't filled with blood, right?
Only during the Halloween episodes that are non-canon.
Okay. Boy, look at poor Nero here. Oh, man.
He's seen some things.
Right. So that's what a demon's intestines look like.
He just relived the entire birth trauma.
I don't care for it. What do you got for me? Hello, would you care to donate to the Church of the Lionhead? Seems as good as any other god.
What is that? Okay, I got it.
Provocation. A special taunt.
I thought it said expectoration.
Wait, I can taunt? I'm gonna go try this out.
Oh, God.
I didn't know I could taunt. Wait.
Shall we dance?
Huh.
Pretty much what I expected.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Come on.
Wait, why does the screen do that, though?
Why indeed?
Alright. Well, I can't see myself ever remembering to use that in combat.
It's only half as bad as the taunts from Final Fantasy Dissidia.
There were taunts in that game?
Wasn't there? No, there weren't taunts. They were just vocal cues that got repeated over. Too slow, too slow,
Right.
too...
Well now.
Oh, boy.
Kuja.
Especially when you're on like hard mode and the attack button just became the enemy dodge button.
Oh my god, yeah. Though I gotta say, in the pseudo sequel to that, like basically like the game as it should have been, Duodecim, I did get pretty damn good at basically every dodge encounter in that game.
What one scarred me so bad I could never pick up another one.
Oh really?
I just remember like this one sequence of me floating in the air as Kane trying to beat Cecil or vice versa. And
so you did play Duodecim?
No, the original Dissidia.
Kane wasn't in the original. He was in Duodecim onward.
Okay, then it must have been like Cecil and someone else. Yeah, because I used Cecil. That's what it was.
Okay.
It's been 15 years. Well, probably 12. I just remember floating up in the air with Cecil trying to beat someone, apparently not Kane. It was just 5 solid minutes of just constant dodges.
Oh, really?
It's like, okay, well, I am no longer having fun. This game is finished. And away it went in its little plastic case in case I ever felt like picking it up or giving it to one of my younger siblings.
Well, on the plus side, you never, because you quit it right then and there, you never had to play the god-awful PS4 game.
True.
Ugh. Like, I wish I could say anything even remotely redeeming about that game.
What was bad about it?
They took out, like, everything that made the combat enjoyable from the first one. They basically stripped it of all of its RPG elements. There was, because they made you fight in parties of 3, there was too much constantly going on the screen, and you couldn't tell what any of it was.
I hate when games devolve into a flustercluck because they're afraid they're not exciting enough to look at.
Right. Well, I mean, no, the graphics were actually beautiful. The character models were. It was really cool to see, like, for instance, Cecil in 4K quality graphics. But that was. I guess maybe that's the only good thing I can say about the game, was that it was pretty. But that's a pretty limited appeal for a fighting game.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's no narrative-driven story like, say, Heavy Rain.
I was gonna say, unless it's Dead or Alive, I don't know too many people who play fighting games for the graphics. Ow.
Oh, these guys again. Okay.
Yeah, they're the soup du jour of this level, I think. Oh, look, it's the big guy. Come here,
The
you.
monster of the week. Gotcha.
No, you're gonna die. Will you fucking... Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
I was thinking how entertaining this would be if he was just using a crowbar to wail on guys, but then I remembered, oh, we're already playing that game. It's called Condemned.
Right. If only. Wouldn't it be great if the main character from that game shows up? He's got like a nail with a bat with a bunch of nails in it. Dante, I'm here.
He's the next confirmed character for, Mortal Kombat, right?
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur. Pretty much anybody can join the club at this point.
A new challenger in Super Smash Brothers makes his way to the ring. That guy from Condemned.
The best thing about Smash Ultimate is for every 3 Fire Emblem characters you get a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, oh my god.
Maybe you get the Hero of Light, maybe you get Banjo-Kazooie, maybe you just get another Fire Emblem character.
And his twin sister for some reason. And surprise, they both kind of look like Marth.
I recently just found out that Fire Emblem Three Houses is not a dating simulator. Apparently, it's a very in-depth tactics-esque JRPG.
I've kind of been wanting to play it. All of the Smash Brothers jokes aside.
Mm-hmm.
It
I feel
looks
like
appealing.
it's something I could get into if I had 200 hours.
Don't ask
But I
why
don't.
that went down the way it did. I was just trying to see if I could break that. Nero just threw a really big fucking fit.
This doesn't even look like a city anymore.
Yeah, I know.
It
How
just
did we
looks
get
like we're
down
under
here?
the sea.
We were in the subway a minute ago. I mean, did we get on the wrong train?
And here we go up the Flume of Doom again.
We should have been paying way more attention to Condemned. He had the bus map. These games actually are in the same universe and running parallel to each other. That's how I'm choosing to imagine this.
What are 2 funny game universes that could plausibly be related to one another, but you wouldn't expect it?
Do you have one in mind? Because I'm sure I could come up with something clever given like 2 or 3 minutes.
Let's see. How about Star Wars and Dragon Age?
Plausible.
Plausible.
Like, strangely
not mutually
plausible.
exclusive.
I thought you were going like the more ridiculous route, and I was thinking like Yoshi's Island and I don't know,
Well, I was setting
Resident
you
Evil 7. Yoshi.
Boy. Raccoon City. Yoshi. Wah 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 wah.
Ethan. Yoshi. Ethan. Wow, 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 wow. Yoshi just wants the hell out of here.
Oh, God.
Welcome to the family, Yoshi. They've got Yoshi strapped to the table. They're making him eat people. Let me see that tongue of yours, boy. Yoshi.
This is getting weird.
This is getting real weird. All of a sudden, there's a knock at the door. Mario? Mario!
God. It's that goddamn plumber again.
They knock Yoshi out, and then when he wakes up, there's like something new on the table. There's like some green overalls in the corner. Like, oh god.
Oh no, they killed Green Mario.
They're serving him to Yoshi. Oh god. What would that game... Okay, Nick, question of the night. What would that game be called?
Oh. Good question.
I'm thinking Yoshi's Night Out.
I was gonna say probably not Super Mario World 3. But, yeah.
All right. Super Mario World 3. Yoshi's Adventure. Yoshi's finger quotes adventure.
I'm trying to think of something like the Code Veronica route to show that it's canon but off the beaten path.
What am I supposed to be doing, Nick? Oh god. No. What? Why does the platforming in this game make so little sense?
Because I don't think the game should really have platforming.
I got it, Nick. I got it. You ready for this?
Huh.
Yoshi's Madhouse.
I would accept Yoshi's Madhouse or oh god. What was the family? Oh, A Weekend at the Baker's House.
Weekend at Baker's.
Oh, Weekend at Baker's. That's what it is.
Oh god, no! Why? No! God, this platforming is not great. Devil May Cry really needs to stick to its strengths. The front cover. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like when Lords of Shadow would, pretend it was a platformer because hey, the first Castlevania games did that. We should too.
And you got a whip that's kind of like a grappling hook.
Look,
but
it's just Kratos' chains, okay? It's just Kratos' chains. But it's fine.
Yeah. It's not fine. But the cover of the game is just Yoshi looking beleaguered and cradling a shotgun.
No, it's Yoshi hiding around a corner, and on the other side is Jack with a shovel, and Yoshi's getting ready to, kneecap him or something.
Right, yeah. Oh,
Are
man.
you a bad enough dude?
Are you a bad enough dude to survive Yoshi's Madhouse?
You're gonna have to be one dino badass to survive this weekend.
Doot 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 doot.
I'm waiting for the post-game DLC.
What am I supposed to do with this?
My name's Duke Nukem, and they've taken... Those Baker assholes are gonna pay for taking my dinosaur friends.
Are you ready to rumble, Jack? 'Cause I am.
What a mess. I'm sorry, I'm getting into my... Duke Nukem had sound bites, I'll give him that. Granted, most of them were sound bites from... what was his name? Bruce Campbell.
Hey, Marguerite, you down to clown? Who the fuck are you? That's what I thought, baby. Oh yeah, shake it. Get the fuck out of my house, you cocksucking guinea! Whoa, calm down, sweet tits.
It writes itself. No, it's just Jack's brother Duke, who never quite saw eye to eye with the rest of the family.
Duke Baker.
He had to go off and be a city slicker.
Nukem is totally a name he made up when he moved away. His original name was Duke Baker.
Dude. No, it's like Rush Limbaugh. It's not his
right,
name
Jack
Duke,
Christie.
like Clarence Baker.
Right. Oh my god.
He just started calling himself Duke Nukem.
Yeah. Duke is not proud of where Duke came from.
It was his porno name, and it just stuck with him the rest of his career.
Duke did not attend his mother's funeral. Oh, this really does write itself.
It's time to eat gumbo and kick ass.
And I'm all out of gumbo.
I'm all out of shrimp.
I'm all out of shrimp. Oh, God. Hey, Jack, how's that weird-ass son of yours? Zoe 18 yet? That's what I thought.
Well, if it ain't the fancy pants city slicker coming home to little old Jackie boy.
Oh, God. Yoshi's Madhouse, featuring Duke Nukem.
At this point, I don't know. I feel like Duke
Oh
Nukem
my
could carry
God,
this title.
there is a Smash character that needs to happen. Duke Nukem.
Yeah. Beloved by children and parents. Well, actually, it's pretty tame compared to what we have now.
I was gonna say they did fucking Bayonetta, and she's practically a stripper. So
hey, you're confusing her body positivity for subjectification. Or
yeah,
some shit.
call it what you want. She still has clothes made out of hair that she can
Which
strip
is a whole
off to do
different
mega attacks.
Completely different fetish.
I'm not saying I don't enjoy it. I'm just saying let's not make it more than what it is, Nintendo.
I like to go the Yoko Tamaro route from the guy who made Nier Automata. When someone asked, why do you subjectify women by putting them all in skirts? And his reply was, I like to see women in skirts, because sometimes you can see up their pants. I mean, that was word for word his reply. It's like,
yeah,
well,
I believe it. Oh, I can go down there.
Points for
Whoops.
being honest. I mean, at least you know what you're getting into.
That's absolutely true. I mean, the guy does not pretend. Wait, is this is where the game started?
I mean, it's looking like it. I mean, the name of the level isn't it King of Demons?
Oh, are we about to save Dante?
Maybe.
Next
Or
time on Play the Hits?
get stuck and then V's got to rescue him. Or Duke Nukem, I don't know.
Not for much longer.
Yeah, dude, I think that's where this is going.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail the king. We get to the throne and there's Duke. Hey, what's up with that arm? Want me to tear you off another one? Alright, I'm thinking next time on Play the Hits, we're going to go through here and we're possibly going to finally get Dante back. In which case, I will no longer be playing as Nero, because let's face it, Dante is where this game is at. Alright, well.
Yep.
Yeah, Nick, any last words from the Duke?
You know, I got nothing now. I had stuff all night.
Yeah, I
but,
know. It's funny when we're riff.
Not a single thing.
We
It's
can
like
riff
when,
on the Duke all we want, but when someone puts us on the spot, all of a sudden we're like a three-legged dog needs to be put down.
It's the last 30 seconds of every Play the Hits episode is that episode of King of the Hill when Dale decides he's going to record the crazy antics of the guys in the alley, and like he's holding the recorder and like nobody can think of anything
Nobody
to say.
talks. Oh God. We'll see you next time. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yup.
Groovy.
Groovy, bitches.